All right, welcome back. Today, we're diving into the R in CRUD for MongoDB. That's all about read operations. Look, if you're coming from the SQL world, you know that just shoving data into a database is only half the story. The real trick, the real power, is getting it back out in a way that actually makes sense. So let's learn how to talk to our database and ask it the right questions. And that really is the core question, isn't it? A database isn't just a digital filing cabinet. It's more like a partner you've got to talk to. And to learn its language, we're going to tackle this from two angles. We'll have the learner, who's just getting their feet wet, and the expert, who's going to show us the ropes. Okay, so let's start with the absolute basics. I've got my data loaded up into a person collection. I don't need any fancy filters or anything yet. I just want to see the whole shebang. You know, like asking to see the entire menu before you even think about ordering. How do I do that? Yep, perfect place to start. The command you're looking for is finding. And to tell it, hey, I want everything, you just give it an empty query. Think of it just like leaving a search bar on a website totally blank. It's going to come back with every single result it has. And this is what that looks like in practice. db.person, that's us telling MongoDB which collection to look in. Then we use the find method, which is our action verb. And inside those parentheses, you see those two curly braces, empty curly braces? That's our empty query. It's the signal for give me everything. And here's what we get back. We can see our entire collection right here. 4 documents in total. We've got Tanushree, who's 10, Aruna, age 14, Anbab, age 16, and Shobana, who's 44. This is our whole data set that we'll be playing with. Okay, cool. Seeing everything is a good first step. But let's be real. Most of the time, I need to be way more specific. I want to zoom in on just one piece of data. This is kind of like using a where clause in SQL, right? So how do I ask for just the one document where the name field is exactly Shobana? For that, you're going to use what's called an equality condition, and the pattern for it is super straightforward. Inside your query, you just specify the field name, add a colon, and then the exact value you're looking for. It's a simple key-value pair. So if we take that rule and put it into code, this is what we get. We're still using find, of course, but look inside the parentheses. Our query document isn't empty anymore. It's got our condition right there. Find the documents where the field name matches the value Shobana. Simple as that. And boom, just like that, there's our result. MongoDB went through the collection, checked the name field in every single document, and gave us back only the one that was a perfect match. We've just successfully filtered our data. All right, an exact match is super useful, for sure. But what about comparisons? I don't want someone who is exactly a certain age. I need a range. In this case, I want to find everybody whose age is greater than 10. How do we tell MongoDB to do that? For that, you're going to need query operators. These are basically special commands that let you do things beyond a simple equals this check. And here's the dead giveaway, the thing to always look for. They always start with a $sign. That $sign is your signal to MongoDB that something special is happening. The operator for greater than is $GT. Now pay close attention to the syntax here, because it's a little different. We're looking at the age field. But for its value, we're actually nesting another document inside. And that inner document contains our operator, $GT, or greater than 10. And check out the results. MongoDB gives us back Aruna, Amba, and Shobana. But the key thing to notice here is who's not on the list, Tanushree. Her age is exactly 10, and our $GT operator correctly understood that greater than does not mean greater than or equal to. Perfect. Okay, this is getting really powerful. So the next logical question is, can I combine these filters? Because in the real world, you almost never search for just one thing. So how do I tell MongoDB, hey, I need you to find docs that match this rule and this other rule at the same time? You're gonna love this because it's one of the most intuitive things about MongoDB. You don't even need a special and word. You just list all your conditions right there in the query document, one after the other, separated by a comma. MongoDB just implicitly understands that you mean all of these have to be true. I mean, just look at how clean and readable that is. Inside our curly braces, we've got our first rule, name, Shobana, then a comma, and then our second rule, age, GT, 10. Both of our conditions are right there in the same query document. Okay, this brings us to a really, really important point. the difference between and or. On the left, that's our implicit and. You just list the conditions and both have to be true. But what if you want to find documents where either one condition or another is true? Well, for that, you have to be explicit. You have to use the $or operator, which takes an array of all your possible conditions. So, here's what happens when we run that $or query from the last slide. We ask for anyone named Shobana or anyone whose age is 20. Now, nobody in our collection is 20, but that doesn't matter because Shobana's document matched the first part of our condition. Her name is Shobana. She gets returned. With an or, you only need one condition to be true. All right, so let's just recap the whole game plan here for building a good query. It's all about adding layers. You start wide with a simple find function to see what you're working with. Then you narrow things down with a basic equality filter. After that, you can bring in the power of operators like $GT for more complex logic. And finally, you combine conditions to really zero in on the exact data you need. So there you have it. You've got the fundamental building blocks for querying your data in MongoDB. You can find everything, filter by exact matches, use operators for complex comparisons, and stack those rules together. The only question left is, what are you going to ask your data now? Hey, if this explainer helped you out, do me a favor and hit that like button, share it with a friend who's also learning this stuff, and of course, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching.